Good morning, good morning. Oh, I've got a rant for you today. I've got a rant. I think Max has got a rant too. Her Max is growling. My dog is growling this morning. And I've got a bit of a rant. I just had an argument with my husband about wearing glasses. So his eyes are getting worse and worse, right? And most of us, early 50s, our eyes get worse and worse. Now, I went to the optician and I'm like, okay, what's up with my eyes? Because I got glasses and then now they don't work as well. And he said there's this thing and it's something to do with the muscle that apparently you can't help. And your muscle, gets worse, basically, like fucking everything does with age. But it gets worse quite dramatically, like between, I think, late 40s and like 45 and 55, the muscle gets worse and your eyes get really bad. But after about 55, it doesn't get any worse. So your eyes will stay the same generally from, say, 55 to 65, but between around 45 to 55, you could end up having 4 different optical prescriptions in 3 or 4 years. So they're changing really rapidly. And I was like, okay, that's kind of A, annoying, and B, comforting, because it's A, annoying because I have to keep changing my fucking glasses, which is expensive. But B, it's kind of comforting to know that this is not just going to keep happening every year until I'm 90 or I'm in the ground or whatever. I'm going to die at 102, by the way. That's another issue. Anyway, so I thought that's a lot of glasses till I'm 102, isn't it? But anyway, so this whole eye downsizing of your eyes or up fucking of your eyes is a thing, and Mark is resisting it. So I needed glasses. I thought, you know what, if I'm going to need something, I'm going to get fucking cool glasses and I'm going to own them. I'm just going to get on with it. So when I get something, I go deep into it. And I thought, right, I'll get some glasses. I will stick them on my face and get on with it, because what drives me mental is middle-aged people out squinting, can't read their phones, can't read a label in the supermarket, buying shit because they couldn't read the price, and just generally being really dumb when they're not dumb people, and going, oh no, I didn't have my glasses, I can't do that. They're at dinner going, I can't read the menu. I'm like, dude, you can't read, get some fucking glasses, and just put them on your face, because then you don't have to look for them. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, just get them on your face and get on with it. And it drives me nuts. And I think it comes under the heading of failing to provide the necessities of life. And failing to provide the necessities of life is a thing that parents get charged with when they don't look after their children. I think people need to be charged with it. Personally, I think we're failing. What are you not giving yourself? So the same goes with hearing aids. Now, I also have hearing aids, right? And I am as deaf as a post. I'm so deaf that the last time I went to the audiologist, she said, oh, Mrs. O'Neill, I don't think we can help you. You might be too deaf to have a hearing aid. How the fuck do you get too deaf to have a hearing aid? I'm like, okay, what do you mean? Come on now. I said, come on, just lean in, turn it up. Let's get a bigger one or something. Anyway, so I have 2 hearing aids. I've had hearing aids for a very long time. And my hearing loss is because I had children. So because I had children. And the first time I went to an audiologist, they sent me to an ear specialist, and he said, I think you've got a brain tumour. And I was like, oh, mate, I have not got a brain tumour. It's just stupid. So then we did a whole lot of testing. Guess what? No brain tumour. I said, yeah, no. Anyway, I gave up because this idiot kept looking for an imaginary brain tumour. And then I went to a very smart audiologist woman, and she just took one look at me and said, have you got more than 3 children? And I said, yeah, I have. She said, yeah, that's your problem. I said, well, I know it's my problem, but how does that affect my hearing? And she said, when you are pregnant, you release a hormone that makes your baby's bones grow strong, and it makes the little bones behind your ear grow strong, and they fuse together, and they don't work as well anymore. They don't vibrate, and you end up with hearing loss. And it's a problem for women who've had more than 3 pregnancies generally. And I'm like, oh my God. See, and women don't know the shit. No one's talking about it, all the shit that women suffer from, because no one cares, because pharmaceuticals are run by men. And that's another rant, and I'll save that for another day. So if you are deaf, if you think you are deaf, go and get a hearing test. And, people are like, oh no, but if I go to the audiologist, they'll just make me get a hearing aid. And I'm like, no, they won't. And they'll make me get glasses if I go to the optician. Mate, grow up and get a test. Just get yourself the shit you need. Here's what I reckon you need. I reckon you need a body that works. You need ears that can hear. You need eyes that can see. If you are a business person, you need a laptop that works. If you are any person, you need a phone that works. The amount of people running around with money in the bank and a fucking phone that doesn't work. Oh, my phone's, I'm on an Apple bloody iPhone 6, right? And it runs out of battery. Yeah, no shit. Right. Apple designed these things to run out of battery to force you into buying a new one. Just buy a new phone every year. Like, phones are genius. Like, I would pay $5,000 a year for my phone because it is my everything. It is my camera. It is my calendar. It is my diary. It's my fucking vehicle to the world. It's like, are you joking? It's my entertainment. And people say, oh, it's expensive. Yes, it's expensive because you've got more technology in that little thing in your hand than our parents had access to in their entire homes. Like, oh my God, be grateful. So there you go. That's my rant today. I want you to think about, what are you not providing for yourself? What is the thing that you need that you've been avoiding? Because it's just dumb. It's really dumb. And it's not an act of self-kindness or self-love to not give yourself the shit you need. So go get a test, find out what you need, and go get it done. Like, go get it done. Done's so much better than not done. I just love getting shit done. And I love stuff, and I love stuff that enhances my life. So if you don't have stuff, that, there's something out there that could change your life, right? You're welcome. Have a good day. Bye.